Sign up to the SBR Network and use your free daily bet points to earn real-world prizes. Click on the page and start winning now. The Jaguars missed the playoffs for the sixth straight season in 2013 and won 5 games or fewer in the third in a row. There were positive signs, but odds makers expect another long year in 2014 as they set the Jags at 4.5 total wins for the season. Jacksonville's season was so irregular and upsetting that we could easily say that they had 3 different seasons in 2013 under first-year coach Gus Bradley. The first part of this erratic season was awful. They were schooled at home by the Chiefs 28-2, and that ended up triggering an 8-game double-digit losing streak. They then took off with an improbable 5-game winning streak that included 3 victories on the road, but after that, any momentum that had been built up simply vanished, and Jacksonville lost the 3 last games of the season. As you would expect, this team had a few disappointments, starting with Blaine Gabbert, who ended up being traded to the 49ers for a late draft pick. The team had high expectations for the former Mizzou star, but with him struggling during games and battling injuries, he pretty much ended up sealing his own fate with the team. It's actually a miracle that they were able to get anything for him, but one team's trash is another team's third backup quarterback. Another total disappointment was wide receiver Justin Blackmon, the number 5 overall pick in 2012. The guy has major talent, but was limited to 4 games because of off-field problems and substance abuse. He remains on indefinite suspension, and the Jags really aren't counting on him for 2014. Now, as we look at their offseason moves, the one that clearly stands out from the rest is the release of one of the best players in franchise history. Yep, running back Maurice Jones-Drew. But they did re-sign leading sacker defensive end Jason Babin, and so was quarterback Chad Henne. The Jaguars added depth to their defensive line in signing Seattle's Red Bryant and Chris Clemens. They also brought in Pittsburgh's Ziggy Hood. Their starting running back heading into the year could be Toby Gerhart, signed from the Vikings. Surely Jacksonville will address the running back, receiver, and quarterback situation in the draft. The team also added a projected star in the offensive line in the Broncos' free agent guard, Zane Beadles. Jacksonville has a schedule that ranks as the 4th easiest in the NFL with an opponent's 2013 winning percentage of .453. It has 5 games against playoff teams. The schedule makers didn't do Jacksonville any favors with 3 of its first 4 on the road, and the lone home game against defending AFC South champion, the Indianapolis Colts. There's no reason the Jaguars shouldn't have a great shot at beating both the visiting Dolphins and Browns in weeks 7 and 8, even though Jacksonville had only won 1 home game in 2013. After facing the Dolphins, the Jaguars won't play a true home game for more than a month, giving up 1 for their now annual trip to London. The schedule is much easier following the Week 12 trip to Indianapolis with no games against playoff teams. That likely there will be the stretch where Jacksonville determines whether they can finally win more than 5 games. Our pick in this case is going to be on the under 4.5 wins. Bradley looks like he could be a good coach. After that disastrous 0-8 start, the team played hard every game the rest of the way. The problem is the skill position talent might be the weakest in the NFL. The Jaguars will hang around most games, but are unlikely to win around 4 or more of them unless they find some dynamic impact rookies in the 2014 draft. For SBR Forums The Vig, this is Dax Floyd.